What UPA very mischievously and deliberately did was to create the bogey of Hindu terror or saffron terror, to create a terror equivalence, not just Islamic terror, there is Hindu terror also. There was a time when they were trying to even reach out to the RSS General Secretary at that time, who is the RSS chief today, Mohan Bhagwat. They even tried to reach out to them. It was a very, very sinister conspiracy. For Congress, it was just politics, but the country paid a very heavy price for many, many years. One very senior leader, who is a very senior leader in Nagaland now, when he joined BJP from Congress, he wanted me to come to his village for campaigning. Assembly elections were being held. I went. So before me, he spoke. He said, you see, people say BJP as a Hindu party. You don't know what is BJP, it is Bharatiya Jesus party. So people clapped. Northeast are fully integrated with the rest of the country. I can give you my example. I one day went for a campaign and my campaign village was right on Myanmar border. And Myanmar border village has a big BJP flag. Means where BJP is there India is there. But in those 3 years, we were able to reach out to people of Kashmir. I can tell you one very interesting thing, not many people know about it.
When can we expect a BJP Chief Minister in Tamilnadu? So, Vanakkam viewers, today we have a very, very special guest joining us in our show, Mr. Madhav ji. He has been the spokesperson of the RSS in the past as well as National General Secretary of the BJP. So, very warm welcome to Tamil Nadu, sir. So, initially, first and foremost question is about the recent developments in the saffron terror case. The myth of saffron terror has been brutally exposed now after Sabji Pragya being acquitted through the Indian courts. You were the spokesperson of the RSS during the entire conspiracy happened from 2003 to 2014, right? So now, how do you feel after this saffron terror being exposed brutally?
I'm definitely happy that the last case in the series of cases that were foisted on Hindu activists, namely the Malegaon blast case, its final verdict came, and the verdict said that the entire case was falsely premised and all those who were accused were actually innocent people. I'm definitely happy about it. It all began sometime in 2007. I was actively coordinating with the investigating agencies at that time.
Okay.
From that time itself, we knew that it was a deliberately laid out conspiracy by the then UPA government, the Congress government at the center, with two objectives. Objective one was, those days, it was a household discussion about Islamic terror. India was a big target of Islamic terror. We know about Parliament attack. Subsequently, we knew about 2008 attack in Mumbai. But in between, there used to be not a single year used to pass without so many Islamic terror attacks. So there was a lot of anger in the people of the country. What UPA very mischievously and deliberately did was to create the bogey of Hindu terror or saffron terror, to create a terror equivalence, not just Islamic terror, there is Hindu terror also.
How do you used to feel when you hear the term saffron terror during the UPA?
No, we knew that it was a conspiracy. Okay. It was a conspiracy laid out by UPA government, people in the government and certain people in the agencies together did it. They implicated certain youngsters, and then through those youngsters, by torturing them, by putting them through extreme levels of violence and harassment, they tried to reach out to RSS leadership.
Okay.
There was a time when they were trying to even reach out to the RSS General Secretary at that time, who is the RSS chief today, Mohan Bhagwat. They even tried to reach out to them. It was a very, very sinister conspiracy. For Congress, it was just politics, but the country paid a very heavy price for many, many years. I mean, at least there was this propaganda inside and outside. Mr. Rahul Gandhi went and told certain foreign diplomats that this Hindu terror is more dangerous than Lashkar-e-Taiba. There was no Hindu terror. It was all their own making, their own creation. But they used it to defame not only Hindus, not only RSS, but the whole country.
Okay. You have been the spokesperson of the RSS, and you would have seen the media back then. Do you feel any difference in the behavior pattern of media now and when compared to your term?
Look, there is no monolithic thing called one media.
Okay.
Media then also, media now also is very free media. We want Indian media to be free. Of course, we want Indian media to be professional. Like today, there is a huge explosion of social media which was not there. Like podcasters like you, video YouTubers like you. I mean, there are a number of new kinds of media that is flourishing today. We welcome it. Media is the democratic expression of people's sentiments. There is a democratic polity, but democracy is today flourishing in media in the form of social media, private YouTubers, private podcasters and all. It was not so rampant in 2008-9. At that time we used to depend on mainstream media. But that time also there were people who were towing the line, this mischievous line to implicate people as Hindu terrorists. They used to showcase some of our people, but there were professionals also at that time. So I don't generally see media as any one monolith and you call it bad or good.
No, didn't you feel back then the media was heavily biased against the BJP RSS?
So that's what I said. That's what I said. There is no monolith. There were people biased. There were people who were doing their job professionally. We would expect more people to be professional. Then also, today also.
Okay. The golden era of BJP is from 2014 to 19. The BJP's growth was so exponential that the party's membership has grown multifold during those times, and Amit Shah ji was the national president. So you were the national general secretary back then. How is it to work with Amit Shah ji? What is his like the Chanakyaness in him? Did you see anything like that?
Firstly, BJP's golden era is yet to come. When we win in Tamilnadu, then I will say it is golden era for BJP. But yes, but having said it, yes, BJP has grown exponentially under the leadership of Shri Amit Shah ji. I think I was also lucky to be a part of his team. I was the general secretary when he was the president of the party. He is definitely a strong organizational man. He understands the importance of the organization. He understands the need for organization to reach to the last polling station, polling booth, in order for the party to grow independently as a big political force in our country. It was his effort which had ultimately resulted in party reaching a membership level of 170 million, 17 crore members. And today also we are able to reach close to that number, of course, a little less than that number. So then we built booth committees until 60-70% of the booths. It was his vision that for a party to really reach that golden age, golden era, it needs to have a grassroots strong presence.
Any particular strategy which you can reveal now? No,
strategy is never discussed in front of the cameras. But I can tell you, under his leadership, we worked very effectively in reaching the unreached areas. For example, I worked in the Northeast. Northeast is 8 states. And of course, I was also in charge for Jammu and Kashmir. Between these 9 states, BJP was in a very, very weak situation at that time. But thanks to Prime Minister Modi ji's leadership and the guidance and dynamic leadership of Mr. Amit Shah, we were able to form governments in 8 out of the 9 states, except Mizoram. BJP formed governments in all states. Today, except Jammu and Kashmir and Mizoram, in all other states, BJP is in power.
So during Operation Sindoor, especially in Tamil Nadu, we have seen so many channels, YouTube channels, Twitter posts against the Indian interest and some pro-Pakistani handles, etc. So where do we draw the line here?
Remember, no line should be drawn by you and me. Lines will be drawn by governments. There are laws in our country. Those laws will guide social media. So it is easy to call somebody names that he is doing Pakistan propaganda and other. Provide that evidence, government will act. We have to counter propaganda, with facts. If it is a narrative they are trying to build, you build narrative positively. We have to build that strength in the country. I know what you are saying. There are certain elements which are out to spread fake news, fake stories, but that is happening all over the world, not just in India. It's happening in USA. Prestigious mainstream papers, you are talking about social media, mainstream papers are accused of spreading fake news. So it is a kind of a disease that has engulfed the entire media, that includes social media, I'm not denying. So what is the answer to it? Of course, certain laws should be there strictly to control, ensure that national interest is not jeopardized, compromised. But as activists, we should only see it as a challenge to my counter propaganda, my propaganda based on facts. That's the way forward for us.
Now there is a narrative which is slowly developing day by day that there is a Congressification within the BJP.
It's all rubbish. There is no Congressification of BJP. In fact, within Congress now, the whole problem is they say many of our members of parliament have become BJPized. I don't want to name them, but the discussion today is Congress is greatly worried that their very senior leaders have become saffronized or BJPized. Those names everybody knows. So there's no question of BJP ever going down the line of Congress party. Congress introduced a very bad political culture in this country. BJP stands as an antidote to that Congress culture, that culture of corruption, culture of appeasement, culture of ill treatment of Hindus. We stand against that culture. There is no question of BJP ever become Congressized.
You mentioned about the 9 states wherein BJP was able to make inroads and become a prominent party in the northeast, etc. When can we expect a BJP chief minister in Tamilnadu?
So I should ask you and through you all the viewers of Tamilnadu, when are you going to give power to BJP? BJP will definitely not, I don't think it will take too long now anymore. I'm seeing a lot of support growing for BJP in this state. It will be in the interest of the people of this state and of course in the larger interest of the country that BJP should come to power. Tamil Nadu has this habit of, shifting, alternating the parties. Why do you alternate only between 2 parties? Try the third party. It will be good for the people of Tamil Nadu and good for the country.
The abrogation of Article 370 was one of the most historic decisions of the BJP government. And can you elaborate your role in the abrogation of Article 370?
No, it was Article 370's abrogation was a decision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and under his guidance, the Union Home Ministry, Union Law Ministry, all of them got together and they finally got it implemented in August 2019. Before that, we used to have a government led by BJP and PDP, a regional party in Kashmir. That time, people of Kashmir were able to understand that contrary to propaganda, BJP was actually not a bad party. They are all good people. They want the interests of the people of Kashmir to be protected. That aspect was understood by people of Kashmir because we were there in power for 3 years. Of course, with a regional party. During that time, they have seen us from close quarters. They have enjoyed the benefits of the government run by BJP and PDP. So their attitude to BJP and of course the leadership of Prime Minister Modi has completely undergone a change. That helped us in managing the affairs post the abrogation of Article 370 in that state in a very peaceful way. To that extent, yes, our efforts to build that coalition government have certainly helped us.
Sir, apart from your books, which you have written so many books. Apart from those books, what else would you recommend people to read?
Oh, see, the world of books is very vast today. Depending on one's interest, one should pick up books and read it. There are lots of good books coming within the country also. But if one wants to understand the world outside, one can follow many leaders. I can't offhand name 1 or 2 books just like that. But there are lots of good books coming out these days to understand. One, of course, India, internally also, but otherwise to understand global politics, where is the world going, where is the technology going, all these things, there are many good books.
Sir, I have to ask you a few personal questions. So the moment I hear the word Ram Madhav, I hear a synonymous word, Northeast. We have seen your work in the Northeast and how you have strengthened the party with the BJP in the Northeast. What was so tricky about the Northeast, be it political, social, cultural? What was so tricky?
It was tricky until we reached there. Once we went there, once we started meeting the people, meeting leaders of the communities, even political leaders in different states of the Northeast, we realized that they are no less Indian. They are as patriotic, as Indian as all of us. There was a kind of an image, a perception probably created about Northeast because distances also matter. because of the distance and the tyranny of distance, I would say, the tyranny of distance, we all thought that it is fully lot of terrorist groups are there, insurgent groups are there, etc., etc. That used to be the general understanding. But no, people of Northeast are very good people, very patriotic people, very hardworking people. What was needed was to bridge the distance between Delhi and Northeast. That under Prime Minister Modi happened very effectively. I can tell you, I mean, not a single month used to pass without 3 or 4 cabinet ministers from Delhi visiting Northeast. It never happened before. So once the government of Delhi ministers started visiting remote areas in Nagaland, Mizoram, Tripura, Manipur, people there started feeling that intimacy, closeness. So those initiatives of Prime Minister Modi to bring that region emotionally closer to Delhi have helped us a lot.
But can we make this more personal, like any personal anecdote which you remember till today, which you can share it now? Anything which you remember, like nostalgia?
Tricky in this sense, challenging, yes. Challenging because BJP was not strong at all in the Northeast when I was assigned that responsibility. For example, in Assam, 126 MLAs will be there in Assam Assembly, is 126 MLAs strong. We used to have 4 MLAs in 126 member assembly. From there to aspire to get 60 MLAs, from 4 to 60 was not easy. But we decided that no, we should get into power here. So first state to fall in BJP's kitty was Assam in 2015. We had our challenging times. We were able to get some good leaders from other parties. I always say that while we do make a lot of criticism about Congress in the whole country, the politics of Congress party and all that, in Northeast there were good people in Congress also. All those good people decided that now the real party came for us, so they opted for BJP. The chief minister, BJP's chief minister of Arunachal Pradesh came from Congress party. The BJP's chief minister in Assam came from Congress party. The BJP's chief minister in Manipur came from Congress party. The BJP's deputy chief minister in Nagaland came from Congress party. I'm not giving certificates to Congress party. I'm giving certificate to those individuals. And we were able to identify them. We found them to be the people really who have mass following, but also who have the good of the country, good of the state in mind. So we were able to locate them. We were able to bring them on our side. That has helped. That part was definitely challenging. I mean, it's not easy to locate leaders and bring them to your side.
Just like you mentioned, people, politicians from other parties joining BJP and becoming great leaders in the BJP, prominent faces in the BJP. The moment people hear that, people will be like, are you buying those politicians? What sort of politics is this? Is it fair that BJP is importing some people who have no ideological conviction, who have no connection with the party?
What you are talking about is all called, in politics, is called horse trading. We never indulged in any horse trading there. We convinced leaders, we convinced people that here is a party, a new party for you. BJP was a new party for the Northeast. You should see us. I mean, you should see a leader like Prime Minister Modi and give him a chance. We talked to them, we convinced them, and we brought them. We never ran any camps and all. And as you know, Northeast has different kinds of religions. You know, there are states which are 98% Christian. Nagaland and Mizoram are 98% Christian. Arunachal Pradesh is close to 50% Christian. Meghalaya is 70% Christian. So in those states, there were apprehensions about BJP. We had to convince them that, look, who is contesting in the name of BJP? Your own person. He is a good Christian. In fact, I still remember, since you wanted to know the anecdotes, I can give you a very funny anecdote. One very senior leader, who is a very senior leader in Nagaland now, when he joined BJP from Congress, he wanted me to come to his village for campaigning. Assembly elections were being held. I went. So before me, he spoke. He said, you see, people say BJP as a Hindu party. You don't know what is BJP. It is Bharatiya Jesus party. So people clapped. People thought, then he explained why he is saying that. You see, I am a good Christian. Now today BJP has made me the leader. So that is how we convinced people. We never used any wrong methods, like, you know, in Karnataka and Tamilnadu and Andhra Pradesh, we know that buses and camping, taking them to Goa and all that. Politics in the northeastern region is very fair politics. I just add one more thing here. Whether we politically agree or not agree, even leaders of other parties in those states, including traditional old Congress leaders, they were also thorough patriots. Because when we were not there, they were holding the national flag there. In most difficult circumstances, when there was insurgency, there was terrorism, there was China, there were others playing politics, these people stood up and held the national flag high. We should have that respect for every old timers I'm talking about. Today, there also politics have changed.
Sir, what will it take to integrate the Northeast completely with the mainland India? What does it take? What will it take to completely integrate Northeast with Bharat?
Northeast has advanced tremendously in the last many years, many decades also, but in the last 10 years especially. We have given them many very advanced educational institutions. There are IITs, there are IIMs, there is AIMS today in Guwahati. So infrastructure has developed tremendously. Government has done extremely, enormous work in that region to create good physical infrastructure, educational infrastructure, health infrastructure. Today, more than 20 airports are operational in the Northeast, a small region. So government has done its bit. Political parties have done its bit to create that kind of development in that region. What people like you and me have to do is now to do our part, whether it is Kashmir or it is Northeast. Now, people of the rest of the country have to go frequently to those places and tell those people that we are all one.
But what if we don't get an incentive?
No, a lot of incentives. For example, government employees get a special leave travel, LTC they call it. Leave travel facilities, they can travel by air to if they want to go to Northeast. If they want to go to Ujjain or Varanasi, they have to go by train. But for Northeast, government allows you air travel. There are incentives by the government, but Indian people should not always look for what the government will give me to go to Northeast. If you want to feel, if you want Northeasterners to feel more emotional integration, we have to go, we have to hug them, we have to tell them that you are a part of 140 crore Indians, 1.4 billion Indians.
Is it because we don't know the history of Northeast? For example, the Ahom Empire, the greatest of warriors like Lachit Borphukan, who have been whitewashed in our history, like we don't read about them and we don't know the real history of Northeast. Is it a really problem to bridge the gap?
Today, a large number of, in millions, our people are going to Vietnam. Do they know Vietnam? Do they know Vietnam history?
No.
You go to Phuket, you go to some other place in Thailand. Do you know what is Thailand? No, it's not about that. Somehow your backyard you are ignoring. And I can tell you, you go from Tejpur in Assam or Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh to their easternmost border in Arunachal Pradesh, it's a 1500 kilometer, it's a 1000 kilometer long highway. You don't have to go to Switzerland. You don't have to go to Europe. You don't have to go to anywhere in the world, because whatever beauty you see in those regions exists here. We don't realize that our country has so much beauty, so many good things for travelers. We have to go, but beyond that, I say something. Beyond that it is now we wanted government to do so many things in Kashmir to create that integration. We wanted government to do so many things in Northeast to create that integration. Government has done its bit. Now it's our bit we have to do. We have to go and visit there. When you have next holiday, go to Northeast. When you have next pilgrimage, go to Northeast. Next honeymoon, go to Northeast. You may ask, there won't be next honeymoon. There is no rule that you can't go again, but same couple has to go, but you go again. Go to different states, travel there. So that is how we have to integrate with the people. Emotional integration has to be enhanced. But I can tell you, people of Northeast are fully integrated with the rest of the country. I can give you my example. I one day went for a campaign, and my campaign village was right on Myanmar border, and Myanmar border village has a big BJP flag, means where BJP is there India is there. So we are able to take India to the last village of our country. That's how we created political integration. It's a great achievement.
Sir, you mentioned about being an RSS pracharak. How did that phase of your life, like being an RSS pracharak, mold you?
No, RSS pracharaks have a kind of a organizational training and organizational culture that automatically gives them a set of values also, a set of habits also. You pick up certain habits because you are part of an organization which has a tradition. You also pick up a good number of values. The biggest value that I learned from it is that never look at the job with satisfaction. No, I have achieved it. No, like you earlier asked, BJP has achieved golden era. Immediately I said, no, it's not yet achieved. My golden era is when I also capture power in Tamilnadu. So that's how I need to do much more. That fire.
Never settle for anything less.
Never be satisfied. You should be always restless.
Okay.
That I learned from the seniors in the organization. I mean, I have seen seniors struggling for days and days. Sometimes going without food, without sleep, but roaming around. I used to have a colleague who would go on a bicycle into his. We used to have tehsils, taluks those days. He would go on a Monday morning into the taluk. He will come back on Sunday evening. 1 week he would disappear. When he comes back, he was full of mud, full of dust on his clothes. And but in 1 week he created 5 shakas, new shakas. Okay. I've seen them working like that.
So RSS pracharaks, they never do any kind of publicity. They work. But when it comes to the political life, it's all about publicity. You have to publicize. Was it so difficult for you to adopt from being a pracharak to being a politician?
Okay, any transition comes with its own challenges. When you are in a different kind of work and you are suddenly assigned something else, it comes with its challenges. But again, I go back to that issue of passion. So when we become RSS pracharaks, we are told, seniors tell us that jaha kam waha hum. Wherever there is the work is assigned, you have to go and work there. We always do that with that mindset. So while there are certain challenges when you work in political field,
okay,
there is no difference when it comes to commitment, when it comes to passion. This field or that field, you have to do with passion. By the way, RSS also is not a very monolithic type of work. In RSS, I was a field pracharak for first 10 years. But next 10 years, I was made in charge of a weekly. I started editing the weekly. Then I was not doing field work. I was sitting in the office and editing articles. That also I did with same interest. Then I became some state level functionary. That also. So RSS has different types of assignments for its cadres.
Recently, we saw the growth of BJP in Jammu and Kashmir. And when comparing to the rest of India, how different terrain is Jammu and Kashmir for BJP, according to you? Is it any different, or is it as easy as the rest of India, or as simple?
Every state is different. Okay. Like, tomorrow if I come to Tamilnadu, is Tamilnadu same? No, it's very difficult, very different.
Different kind of terrain.
Kashmir was very different, very difficult. Jammu region, BJP has always been strong. It continues to be strong today. But the real challenge comes from Kashmir region in terms of total state's population. The Hindu population in that state is only around 30 to 35%. 65% population is Muslim population. I am talking about both Jammu and Kashmir, both regions together. So it's not an easy state.
But still, BJP managed to make inroads in the Kashmir Valley as well. In many constituencies, BJP has crossed 30-40% vote share. How did you manage to achieve that?
Yes, so first big risk we took was to form a coalition government. Because unless you introduce yourselves directly to people of Kashmir, they will never be convinced. Because, the local parties would always portray you as a demon.
Villain.
As a villain, as a dangerous person. But once we were there in power, it was a very risky decision we took, because the party with which we aligned, namely the PDP. We ourselves propagated that PDP is an anti-national party.
Yeah. Many people criticized you.
Of course, I faced a lot of criticism and I had to...
But a nationalist party aligned with an anti-national party.
Correct. All such criticisms happened. But that was a very calculated risk we took, because there was a situation where if we do not form that government, the state would have to go back to polls. There was no alternative available. No other alternative government was possible at that time. So we decided that having received mandate, such a good mandate for BJP in Jammu and good mandate for PDP in Valley, can we work together? Yes, we worked together for 3 years. After 3 years, we felt that we can't work with this party. Then we walked out. But in those 3 years, we were able to reach out to people of Kashmir. I can tell you one very interesting thing. Not many people know about it. In 2015, in March, we formed our government. In 2015, 15th August, we told the Chief Minister, Mufti Muhammad Saeed, that we want Independence Day to be celebrated in every district headquarter with a lot of fanfare.
Which happened.
It happened first time. And the most important thing was we sent the BJP minister to district headquarters in Kashmir Valley and Kashmir ministers to districts in Jammu.
Okay. And can we interpret this as whatever BJP does, the every move of BJP will be aligned with national interest and with the larger interest of the nation, which common people may not see?
BJP's only commitment is to one nation, one people, one society,
Okay.
one law. Ek Desh, Ek Jan is our singular commitment. So whatever we did or whatever we do, whether it is Jammu and Kashmir or it is in Tamilnadu, that will be our principle.
Final question. And now, after seeing the election results of Jammu and Kashmir, what was your first reaction? How did you react to it? How was you feeling back then? And number two, now Omar Abdullah, as common people, when we see his statements, it has changed a lot. It was purely anti-national back then. Now he's tilting slightly towards Indian interests, and he has told abruptly that no power on earth can bring back Article 370. He has agreed to Modi's views, etc. Do you think Omar Abdullah has really changed?
Remember, politicians speak the language of the people. So whatever Omar Abdullah is today saying is because that's the mood in Kashmir Valley.
It's a reflection of people's mood.
Yes, people's mood has undergone a lot of change. That credit should go to Modi ji. In the last 10 years, what all happened, or in the last 5 years after the abrogation of Article 370, what all development and good things happened in that valley have convinced people that no, we are in safe hands under Prime Minister Modi. So that is why today politicians there also talk that language. And today, even if he says 370 should come back, I can tell you, not even opposition party leaders in the country are going to support him. Not even Stalin going to support him.
Why?
I mean, nobody is going to say that. If they say that, they will lose votes in their own state. Today, whole country celebrates the abrogation of Article 370. So it's a very big transformation. People of Jammu and Kashmir, especially Kashmir Valley, have accepted the transformation, and that happened because they have seen us from close quarters. They have seen Modi ji from close quarters.
What was your reaction when you saw the election results?
This time, the election results were both
Mixed
a kind of a mixed bag. I mean, we were happy that BJP emerged as
Single largest
largest party. Not only that, we emerged as the largest in terms of vote share.
Vote share, yeah.
And that is a big, big happiness for us. But the way the valley consolidated behind NC was not expected even by us. We thought that...
Had not there been an alliance between NC and Congress, was there a chance of BJP winning the state?
You see, politics is full of opportunities. Lots of, politics is full of opportunities. But I can tell you, had results been any different in 5-7 seats for NC, probably things would have been very different in Kashmir. But I don't have any complaints. Fair enough, the mandate was given for NC. We want NC to rule the government well. BJP is playing the role of a very strong and constructive opposition.
So what's your message to Tamilnadu people? Any message?
No, as I said, we look forward to a good change in Tamil Nadu in the forthcoming state assembly elections early next year, and looking at the mood and looking at the enthusiasm of the BJP Karyakartas here, I am quite hopeful that Tamil Nadu will suddenly spring major surprises in that election in 2026.
Thank you so much, Ajay.
Thank you. Namaskar.